What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to episode 48 of the CLG Faithful podcast. This is the first episode that will be released this year of 2018. Yeah. So we were on a little bit of hiatus there for the holidays because mainly nothing really happened during that kind of time. There was like a little bit of stuff, like I'll touch on the staff changes that happened. And kind of who came in. However, there wasn't any actual esports going on between our last podcast and the one that just happened, except for what I'm about to talk about today. First thing we'll talk about, though, here is the new CLG LCS staff for 2018. We'll go through the entire staff list here in case you haven't seen it. It came out a few days ago, so, maybe you haven't. We have the esports director. That hasn't changed. It's Matt Trinity Nashua. And then we, of course, have Mr. Head Coach Zeke Slell himself, Tony Gray. And then to help him, an assistant coach, Zach Goldman. We also now have a player development coach in Summer Scott. We also have a esports medicine and physical performance, Matt Hu, who I believe is replacing what Devin Nash did a little bit. Research analyst, Brandon. And data analyst, Jeff Shaw. So they added a few extra people to the staff list to help kind of increase what CLG could be doing and to help the players grow and just become better in all. So that's pretty awesome. Welcome to the new LCS staff members. If you're listening to this, I don't know if you're doing that or not. As well, a little bit, this is a little more unofficial CLG side, but we have some new moderators here on the our CLG subreddit. Nefarious, one of the co-hosts, he's unfortunately working late tonight, so he couldn't join me. He is now a mod. Dash Skippy as well, he's from Australia, is now also a mod. And Adagon, which if you are in any real form of Twitch chat or even Discord, you probably have seen him posting before. He is also now a moderator of our CLG. Congrats, guys. We'll move right into the esports stuff going on. So we only had one thing happen this weekend, and that was Void, our boy, playing at PAX South 2018 in the PAX Arena Smash 4. So it starts off pretty great for Void, actually. He was in Group A, and he played up against Wadi, Mewtwo, who he crushed 3-1. He then played MVD on the Diddy Kong and crushed him 3-0. Void then played Samsora, who he beat 3-1. Up next was Anti on that Dirty Mario, who Void crushed 3-0. Then up against Chag, who was playing Bayonetta. He beat 3-2. That's a really close one. Void has always, I feel, struggled against Bayonetta players. I think it's just because Bayonetta is such a strong character to play in Smash 4 in general that it makes it a bit harder, especially for someone light like Sheik. Came up against Ally, who we beat 3-2. Again, another close one. Ally is a very top player, though, so that's a really tough matchup for Void. And then Void came up against Salem to finish off the groups and beat him 3-0. That means that Void went 7-0 in the group stages. Amazing by Void. He had a total 21-6 map win-loss record. That is insane. 21-6. Second was Ally, who went 20-8. Basically, the two matches that he took or that Void took over him. Amazing play. So right out of the bat, we'll get into the winners semifinals top 6. Void up against DaBuzz. DaBuzz unfortunately beats Void here 3-1. So that puts Void into the losers bracket, into the quarterfinals, still top 6, where he comes up against Samsora. Samsora, unfortunately, gets a really lucky double Mr. Saturn on Peach and kind of beats Void 3-1. Pretty unlucky pick there by Void. Going down, taking 5th place at PAX Arena. So a great start to the new year. Like first one in, he ended up getting 5th place at the event. Really well done, Void. Congrats, buddy. That's all the esports that we had this week. However, we have a couple of things coming up this week. As we tweeted out earlier in the day, we have two 2 new pieces of content coming out this week. So there will be this podcast, which you're listening to now, obviously, this podcast, and then later on in the week we'll be releasing something else that you may be very interested in listening to. As well, later on, we are going. Nefarious is. I'm unfortunately most likely not going to be there due to work stuff. Nefarious will be on with the Cloud9 podcast boys, the C9 Bodied fan cast. They are going to be, shit talking back and forth. Talking about the opening matchup of CLG versus Cloud9. I think that's going to be amazing. And just overall power rankings and stuff like that. That's going to be happening later on this week as well. Hopefully we'll have that out before LCS starts on Saturday. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, LCS comes back in full bore January 20th. We opened the season up against Cloud9. I'm looking forward to it. The day after, we go up against our boy Afromu. Afromu is playing for 100 Thieves. We play him game 2. Ooh, man. I'm looking forward to it, guys. I'm looking forward to it. I really, really am. As well, the League of Legends Academy players are playing Cloud9 Academy on January 19th. So look up for that as well. And over the weekend in Smash, SFAT, Pew Pew U, and Void are all going to be at Genesis 5. Oh, my bad. I also missed 100 Thieves Academy as well. We'll also be playing our League Academy team on the 18th. So Thursday, Friday, we have our League Academy playing 100 Thieves, and then Academy, and then C9 Academy. And then the main roster will be playing Cloud9 and 100 Thieves, kind of in the reverse order. Pretty neat. That's cool, actually. So look forward to watching those games, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you will really enjoy our upcoming content. I think it's going to be great. We're going to be doing our best to be putting out more of that as well later throughout the season, throughout the year. It's something we're hoping you will really, really enjoy. So thank you guys very much for listening. This has been Artrin with the CLG Faithful Podcast. We are a weekly unofficial podcast for everything CLG. If you like what we're doing, please, please, please subscribe to us on YouTube. Like us on SoundCloud. SoundCloud 2018. Follow us, tweet us out, like us on Twitter at CLG Faithful. You can also like or give us a rating on iTunes and Google Play if you're using one of those, or whatever podcast app you're using. And if you have any comments, criticism, or just cool clips of the boys playing games, you can send them to us at clgfaithful@gmail.com, and we will hopefully get back to you on that. All right, thanks very much for listening, guys. Peace.